What's happening? This Iron Man from the music group The Lottery, Showtime Records. And on this glorious March 28, 2018, I bring to you my daily views. Everything concerning the NBA, the schedule, my picks for the games, and the reason why. To support what I do, type in JMVOL or just my views on life into the search bar or on youtube.com. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you're alerted every time there's a brand new video. Now about last night, we're going to kick it off with the San Antonio Spurs against the Washington Wizards. Of course, I was rooting for the Wizards because I hate the San Antonio Spurs. Why? Because they've given my lifelong Lakers too many problems in the past and I can't deal with it. Even without their superstar Kawhi Leonard, they've still had a fantastic season, and the reason why is because they have a dominant post player. Just like they had David Robinson in the past, Tim Duncan, now they have LaMarcus Aldridge, and he's been having one of the best seasons of his career. When you have a dominant post player, they usually command a double team and a lot of attention from the opposing team. That allows your perimeter players, even if they're not dynamic playmakers, to succeed and play very well. They can still catch and shoot, play off the pick and roll with the big man because they're drawing so much attention. It makes a lot of things easier for the rest of the players on the team. LaMarcus Aldridge suffered a slight injury to his knee, felt some pain. He had to leave early off in the game, and that was a wrap for the San Antonio Spurs. Otto Porter had a hell of a game. 7 guys scored in double figures. Everyone was on the plus side and a plus or minus for the starting 5 of the Wizards, while everybody was in the negative in the starting 5 for the San Antonio Spurs except for one person. That's all you really need to know. Think about this. LaMarcus Aldridge only played 18 minutes and he was still the leading scorer with 13 points for the San Antonio Spurs. That's how bad it's gotten over there. That's how important he is to that team right now. So the Spurs lost 106 to 116. Then we have the Denver Nuggets versus the Toronto Raptors. I was rooting for the Raptors because Jamal Murray, the guard for the Denver Nuggets, been doing a lot of hating and just really acting like an ass, for the Denver Nuggets against the Los Angeles Lakers. So I was definitely rooting for them. They came through for your boy, 114 to 110. 7 Raptors again scored in double figures, just like the Washington Wizards. Let me see, Fred VanVleet, backup point guard for the Raptors, was killing in limited minutes, had 15 big-time points, along with Kyle Lowry, who had 5 rebounds, 8 assists, and 11 points. Just an all-around great team effort for the Raptors that defeated the Denver Nuggets 110 to 114. Indiana Pacers played the Golden State Warriors, or what was left of the Warriors. I was rooting for the Pacers because my friend who's overseas, Mo, lifelong diehard Indiana Pacers fan. I like Victor Oladipo. He came through with like 25 points, and they just massacred what's left of the Golden State Warriors right now. I'd be real mad. I'd ask for my money back if I was a Warriors fan. But it was 92 to 81. The score wasn't indicative of how much of a blowout it actually really was. The Warriors started Patrick McCaw, Nick Young, Quinn Cook, Jordan Bell, and Zaza Pachulia. Nick Young led the Warriors in scoring with 12 big-time points. That tells you all you need to know about that game. 92 to 81, Pacers defeat the Golden State Warriors. The Milwaukee Bucks played the LA Clippers. Of course, I was rooting for the Bucks because I like Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Lakers, Los Angeles is a Lakers town. Don't get it twisted. So of course I'm rooting for the Bucks. They couldn't pull it out for me. They lost 98 to 105. I thought Antetokounmpo had a pretty good game. Flirted with a triple-double. 26 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 huge blocks. Chris Middleton played well with 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists, and 2 blocks of his own. but it was too much of a balanced attack from the LA Clippers. Just about everybody in the starting lineup was in double figures. Then you had Lou Williams coming off the bench with 16 big-time points, plus 5 rebounds and 4 assists and 1 steal, and they were just too much for the Milwaukee Bucks. So they won 105-98. Then we had the Battle of the Tankers featuring Dallas Mavericks and the Sacramento Kings. I do not like tanking in any way, shape, or form, even though I actually believe it is the right thing or best course to proceed on if you want your team to mightily improve. I was rooting for the Sacramento Kings to win so they could devalue their draft pick in the draft. They did not come through for me. They are the masters of the tankers for the night. They lost 103-97. Dennis Smith Jr. for the Dallas Mavericks actually played fairly well. 19 points on 50% shooting in only 25 minutes of play. Harrison Barnes played well as well, and that's what helped them secure the victory of 103-97. The Portland Trail Blazers played the New Orleans Pelicans. As of late, Anthony Davis has been a monster pretty much all season, especially since DeMarcus Cousins went down. And with Rajon Rondo as his sidekick, they have been playing exceptional basketball and been defeating teams that I think are much better than them, but they've just been playing way over their heads. Without Rajon Rondo in the lineup tonight, everything went to pot. We actually had Drew Holiday step up to try to fill some of his shoes. He did more than just fill his shoes. Man had a triple-double today. 21 points, 11 assists, 11 rebounds. Anthony Davis had another monster game, 36 points, 14 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 6 humongous blocks. But they were playing 2-on-5 because they had no help. None that I could see. They had no help on the floor, and it was a wrap for them. Balanced scoring all the way around for the Trailblazers. Even Evan Turner had 14. Nurkic had 21. McCollum only had 7. That tells you how good the team was playing. McCollum only had 7 points. But Damian Lillard said, hey man, I got you, boss. I got you. Stepped up with a gigantic 41 points this game. Had 6 assists. 9 rebounds, 4 steals. The man just filled up the stat sheet, and that's why they were triumphant, 107-103. Chicago Bulls played the Houston Rockets. It looks like James Harden and Chris Paul are taking games off. They're alternating because Chris Paul had the last game off, and now James Harden had this game off. It was like they were playing by themselves in the gym. It was a horrible, horrible game for Chicago fans. Unless you're actually rooting for them to tank, then you got your money's worth. Everyone is talking about James Harden and it's well-deserved, but they are sleeping on Chris Paul and the fantastic job he's done this season, especially integrating with another ball-dominant guard like James Harden. He had 13 points, 4 steals, 4 rebounds, and 10 assists. Not to mention the most slept-on guy on the team, Eric Gordon, with 31 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound, and 1 block to add to it. That's why they blew out the Chicago Bulls, 118-86. For the last game of the night, we had the Cleveland Cavaliers playing the Miami Heat. And since the Lakers own the first round draft pick of the Cleveland Cavaliers, of course I am rooting for the Miami Heat. Unfortunately, LeBron James and Kevin Love have been playing fantastic basketball ever since Kevin Love came back a few games ago. How important is Kevin Love to the Cleveland Cavaliers offense? Well, early on in the game in the first quarter, Kevin Love tried to take a charge, got elbowed in the mouth, knocked one of his teeth loose, had to leave the game, tried to come back at the beginning of the second half, for a few minutes, but was extremely ineffective. And it just messed up their rotation. LeBron James had no confidence in anybody else. Rodney Hood played okay. Clarkson played okay, but it just wasn't enough, especially with Dwayne Wade wanting to show out for his Miami Heat fans. Had 2 huge blocks on LeBron James himself, which helped them to secure the Fantastic victory, 98-79. It was never in doubt. It was never close. Miami Heat stomped the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now on for tonight. The Charlotte Hornets are playing the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've caught them at the end of a back-to-back. Most likely won't be any Kevin Love in the game. I am rooting for the Charlotte Hornets so that the Lakers can have a better pick that they own of the Cleveland Cavaliers for the first round of the draft. So let's go Dwight Howard. Let's go Kemba Walker, because they've been sleeping on both y'all, especially Dwight Howard this year. He's been balling out of control. Hopefully he can have another monster game and destroy the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then we have the Brooklyn Nets versus the Orlando Magic. If we miss out on Paul George or LeBron James, who I really don't want on the Lakers, talk about that another time. Maybe we might be able to pick up Eric Gordon for the Orlando Magic. For that to happen, we need to get him on the cheap. So we want him to have no hope that they can build a championship team around him in Orlando. So let's go Brooklyn Nets. Destroy the Orlando Magic. And I like D'Angelo Russell, former LA Laker, was drafted number 2 overall, 2015. Let's go Brooklyn Nets. We got the New York Knicks playing the Philadelphia 76ers. I like Emmanuel Mudiay. I like Frank Ntilikina. I like Tim Hardaway Jr. So let's go. Let's go and get this victory, for the New York Knickerbockers. Everybody on the East Coast, I'm rooting for y'all. No real big reason, but I'm rooting for y'all because I like those guys on the team. Portland Trail Blazers are playing the Memphis Grizzlies. Usually I'll be rooting for Dame Lillard unless he's playing the Lakers, because he always seems to kill us. Can't beat those guys for nothing, but I can't really root for them right now because they're playing the Memphis Grizzlies. And the Memphis Grizzlies are tanking. They are clearly tanking, and someone needs to do something about that, especially after losing by like 61 points the other night. You're clearly not trying to win. But I'm rooting for them. I am rooting for them because I don't want them to get rewarded for tanking. So hopefully they can beat the Portland Trail Blazers. Everybody stays healthy and you don't get rewarded for putting out a crappy product. Then we have the Atlanta Hawks, who are also tanking, playing the Minnesota Timberwolves. Hopefully Derrick Rose will come back, be able to help right the ship, because the Timberwolves are they're just aimlessly drifting away without a rudder. There's no direction to what they're doing. I think their coaching sucks. I'm just gonna put it out there. Tom Thibodeau is not a good coach. I think he harms the development of the players. But I hope that the Minnesota Timberwolves have a good game, can right the ship. Derrick Rose comes back, plays well, everybody stays healthy, but I don't want them to win. Same reason I used in the Portland-Memphis game. I don't want the Atlanta Hawks to benefit from tanking. So I hope they win and mess up their draft position. So let's go Atlanta Hawks. I want Derrick Rose to play well, but I want them to lose. Then we have the Boston Celtics versus the Utah Jazz. I hate the Celtics with a passion because I am a lifelong Laker. Usually I will want the Utah Jazz to lose, so it helped the Lakers, but we're already been eliminated from the playoffs. So let's go Utah Jazz. Stomp the Boston Celtics while they have Kyrie out and some other key players. Stomp these guys into the ground so they don't have a good enough draft pick to do something with, because they already got enough. Stomp them boys in the ground. Do it for the Lake Show. Let's go. Clippers are playing the Phoenix Suns. LA is Laker town. Do not get it twisted. But I don't want the Phoenix Suns to benefit from tanking. And they are definitely tanking. I'm against that in just about 90% of the situations. I'm against tanking. So let's go Phoenix Suns. I'm rooting for you. I don't want you to have a good draft pick. Please beat the Los Angeles Clippers. It's 2 birds with 1 stone. The Clippers get beat, they get drugged out, but the Phoenix Suns get the win. Clippers lose. They mess up their draft position. Everything's fantastic. Everybody wins, at least on my part. Then we have, at the end of the night, we got the Dallas Mavericks playing my Los Angeles Lakers. What can I say? I would normally want the Dallas Mavericks to win this game so they don't benefit from tanking, but I don't want my Lakers to lose. As I think about it, I'm going to go ahead and root for my boys, my Los Angeles Lakers, because I want them to have some momentum going into the offseason, so it helps to attract free agents. They want to see them end the season on a high note, everybody healthy, how they're building towards the future. So let's go and get this win, stomp the Dallas Mavericks, everybody stay healthy, play well together, do not let Isaiah Thomas play, and let's go and get this win. Let's go and get ready for the offseason. Let's go. These have been my daily views. To support the channel, hit JMVOL or Just My Views on Life into the search bar or on YouTube.com. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you're alerted every time there's a brand new video. Also, feel free to share the videos with all your friends. I appreciate all the love and support. I'm Iron Man from the music group The Lottery, Showtime Records, and this is just how I see it. Be blessed and Godspeed. Feel free to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy it. Really and truly appreciate it. Leave all your interesting comments right down below, especially the ones where you disagree with everything that I just said. And then subscribe so you don't miss any of the newest and latest views.